Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Canin. We're not only Canin, but we're pinchin. We're pinchin and we're Canin. I don't even know what kind of tomato that is. It looks like one of those tomatoes though. We'll start at the beginning and we'll finish when we come to the end. Seems reasonable. Seems reasonable. No? No? You can't even see this thing. It's just not good. Don't need them. We don't need the lower leaves. For the pinchin. Respect. Tomatified. Ooh, the doctor is about to bend over. Taste your love. Oh Lord. So bring out the pests. What's up? Who's in the chat? Here we go. Who's in the chat? Say hello. Say hi. It's just that's all it takes. Won't hurt. Won't hurt. Come on. Say hello. Say hello. Say you are not alone. Alright. What have we got here? What have we got here? That's not a cucumber, that's a tomato. No, it isn't. It's a tomato. At least I'm doing something anyway. Don't know how well this is gonna work. This is this came with this fucking PVC greenhouse with the stakes. It's supposed to hold it down. It's like I didn't even begin to attempt to try that. Go on now, that you might say. Figure of 8. Great. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna work actually. It's too thick or something. Like myself. We're down and out. Just dropping down. It's gonna happen here. I think I'll have to go for the old crap, maybe instead. It's rubbish. I don't see that staying there. Doing its job at all. I should have put it over this one maybe. So at least the plant would have held on. You know, it's like that Mitch Hedberg. I think it's Mitch Hedberg, isn't it? It's like belts holding the pants up, and the pants has loops in it, which is holding the belt. Who's the real hero here? Hey, what's up, go? Football, hello, nice gardening. Oh, sweet. What are you planting? Tomatoes, cucumbers, potatoes, peas, sunflowers, carrots, courgettes, chilies, lettuce, mustard greens, Japanese spinach, rhubarb, strawberries, and a partridge in a pear tree. This is a variety of tomato called Tomand, and it's an heirloom French variety, I believe. That's one. Oh, jeepers. Oh, it's not hard work at all. I wouldn't do it if it was hard work. Some aspects of it sometimes can be tough, but it's all worth it in the end. Subscribe, yo, nice one. Ah, cheers, thank you very much. It's a big boy. Oh, what's going on there? Let's see. Where are you guys from? Or gals, or whatever. Whatever you are. Do you grow anything? Germany? Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting that. Cool. Do you grow apples? Cool. Nice. I've got the rhubarb and the strawberries. You've got the apples. Let's come together and make some tarts. Lithuania. Cool. Do you grow anything in Lithuania? I'm in Dublin, Ireland, by the way. this thing from hard work. Well, thanks anyway. Cool. Take care. Slán. Slán go fóill. See you next time. Oh. Okay. Enjoy your scrolling. Figure of 8. I always do a figure of 8. But I should do it over this because I learned from the last one, did I not? Should do it between these two. So it's a bit of stability. Hey Sarah Norton, what's up? Bees. What's up, Sarah? How are you? Where are you? Hit the like button, please. Figure of 8. I wish that alarm wasn't going. It's gonna ruin the vibe here. Dude, I love you. Oh, cool, thanks. Fashionista over here. Fashionista in the garden. What about these? Do you like the rip in them? On the catwalk. Look at your top. Oh, top comment, top comment. Not gonna lie. Oh. Okay. Oh. Keep it clean, so. Alright, there's another one. It's most of the side shoots as much as I can see. Up here I don't like messing around up at the top too early, because that's where a lot of the early flowers and fruit is going on. So. Maybe tackle a cucumber now, but you see, the things about growing these, can you see that? The thing about growing these in containers is it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult. It's kind of better grown than like whatever, horizontally sort of vertically like that, you know what I mean? Like they're reclining upwards, so it would kind of be growing that. You see, it's kind of doing that already. It wants to do that, but considering having the space in here to be putting things that way, I'll have to go upward, and ideally you'd want some sort of a trellis situation. But there you go, you're back. What's up? Ideally you'd want to see a little flower now. There was a bee trapped in here when I came in to do this. There was 3 of them actually, 3 bees, 1 hoverfly. And he was the last to get out, and he was like crazy. Let me out. And then he saw the flower and he just like right down and just chilling with the flower. And then back to losing his mind again. Just the instinct's still there. Oh, flower, okay. Oh yeah, anyway, I was trapped and fearing for my life. Yes, that's right. Yeah, anyway. A trellis would be better, right? Hit the like button, guys. What's going on? Thank you. Yeah, trellis would be better, you know what I mean? Going this way, ideally. But since I can only go upright, it would really be better because there was more to cling on to but then that'll be shading out other stuff. And obviously I don't want to. And then so the trellis will be better, but I'm gonna go with a cane. And every year I've done canes, I've kind of tied it up, and it hasn't really worked. I think ideally two, in an ideal world, 3 or 4 canes would be better. Right? But I don't have that many canes. I don't think I do anyway. Let's see. I'm just sitting here counting them off for us. And I need more for P support as well. I may have to pick up some more. Thanks. Maybe I could just try going that way, but I just don't know. Space-wise, then it's going to be a nightmare. Poor thing. You poor thing. Ever so slightly. Think about that. Would you be interested in it? Would you be interested in that sort of thing? Would you? I think you might be. You're showing a bit of interest there now, just as I wrap you around ever so gently. My dear, my darling. But I shall maybe tie it in at the bottom. 1 viewer, 3 likes. No viewers, 3 likes. Nobody in the chat. Hey Sarah, what's up? Thanks for the sub, I appreciate it. Is there any pinching out to do on cucumbers, I wonder? Cucumbers, I wonder. Cucumbers, I wonder. I gotta take off the cotyledons. For years I called them cotyledons, but they're cotyledons. But it doesn't really matter, it's Latin and it's a dead language, so. The seed leaf. Its initial solar panels. Bigger weight. Great. Onwards and upwards. How we doing? Everybody well? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Watch all my failures. Yee-hoo! down. I don't know what that is. It looks very similar to this Tamand. So I'm gonna assume it's Tamand, but it's in a smaller pot. That's a money maker, I believe. And if it is, it really needs pinching out. But I'm not sure if you watch my previous, it's my last video on planting tomatoes and the confusion. This one's part of that confusion. So I'm afraid to start pinching it out because I'm not sure if it is what I think it is or not. But I think we're getting a little bit of flower repair maybe. The beginnings of some flowers possibly. But Neil may insufficient. I might just give it a bit longer before I start pinching it out. See what it does or doesn't do. Now this one is definitely a vining Tamand. 5 viewers, hit the like button. This is a Tamande. I'm pinching it out. Caning it up. Big monkey had me. Five viewers and 3 likes. That doesn't add up. That doesn't compute. Three and a half thousand viewers. 3 likes. Feeling about that? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Grand. It's great feeling grand. Grand. So if you're happy, I'm happy. chat, no? Who's in the chat? Boo. Too slow. Stuff ends up everywhere. Thanks to somebody. Figure eight. What's up, guys? How you doing? What the hell? Just put it down for 1 second. Did you hate that about like wires and things like that? You like put them away all nice and all, and then you go and take them out the next time. It's just not. This is not what I remember. Kooky cute. You're falling all over the place. You gotta calm down, relax. Relax. Smaller toes. Don't have the area to go into as much. Cutting items. Away. Oh, that was a bit of a dodgy cut there. Wasn't it just? You see that? Barely. Barely. Oh my goodness. I can't even tie that over. Jokers. There's no hope for me. There's no hope for me. Oops. Sorry. Wah, 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 wah. That's it. Just need some more support. It's a shitty small pot though. There's no wood. There's no wood. The struggle is real. We'll be on the other side too. If you don't mind. If you don't mind. Yeah. It'll do to be going on with. Look at that. Kind of under pain here. It's a man. It's a man. Caitlin, tomatoes in the back. Yes. Tomatoes in the front too. No, anyway. And there's more stuff out there. You see some chive flowers there, and some calendula's, and mash too. And there's more stuff out there. Some struggling lavender. It's all kicking off, but it's a slow year, and it's a pretty bad year as well. But I'm not out here to get to fret. Yeah, just tomato. It's an heirloom variety called Tomande. A French Earl, Tomande. It's kind of one of those large, kind of beefsteaky ones, with the ridges on them. I've never actually grown that kind before, so I'm excited to try that. And these ones, I believe, are possibly moneymaker, but I'm not pinching them out because I'm not 100% sure. If you want to sub to my channel there, you can check out my last video. It was the confusion, which is pretty much every year, no matter how good my labeling is, something always happens and I confuse one variety or one habit for another. That's apparently a determinant, but it's looking like an indeterminate. And I can't remember, it's either a black zebra, a mini bell, or red robin. If it is actually one of those at all, I can't trust the supplier this year. If you lovely, we set up, watched you today, whatever goes into it, watched you yesterday. Oh, okay. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate it. I'd appreciate it even more if you subscribe and hit the like button. Like, it has no financial reward for me or algorithmic benefit, but it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, what was I doing yesterday? Was I streaming yesterday? I can't even remember. It's all a blur. I don't think I was streaming yesterday though. Was it? I know I edited a video yesterday. Wait till these difference. 10 viewers, hit the like button. Subscribe. Comment. That's, even if you don't subscribe, you don't like, the comments probably 10 times better than the other things. Because I can chat with you. It's not only hashtag live gardening, it's hashtag chat. So thanks, Caleb. Thank you very much. Have you got a channel? I'll sub to you also if you do. Do you grow anything yourself? And where in the world are you? That was a big one. Stop there. Let me take off that large one as well. I might as well get at least here anyway, so they'll need plenty of air in here. I need to move all that stuff as well. Put some cucumbers over there where it will be a bit more humid, because the cucumbers prefer more humidity, whereas the tomatoes prefer less humidity, obviously, better airflow. Yeah. So that's the trick of growing them together in the same space. I have more success with tomatoes than I do with the cucumbers because I prioritize their needs when they're in here, so they generally come out a lot better. Anyway, this is the last cane I have here. I'll have to travel all the way over there, about 3 feet. I'd love me. Seems a little far away, doesn't it? But that's what I want. I want kind of a little bit tight to begin with, It's a figure of eight. Figure of eight. Why a figure of 8? Because it allows growth room for the stem of his. Not too fond of this, but no use for this. Figure of 8. Imagine that stem will get like at least that big. So we need enough room in that. 4 likes, thank you. Kaylin, I assume that was you, thanks very much. Very close to Colleen, which is the Irish word for girl. Maybe it is Colleen, just with no fada. In the name of the fada. It's pretty lean over there now. Gangsta lean. Yeah, right. That's what I said, nice and tight to begin with. Oh Lord. Oh, jeepers. How we doing? That's how we're doing. Looking good. Canin me cucumber, lads. Canin me cucumber. Oh, Tipperary. Turning. 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 Turning to Tipperary. I grow a bit, mainly in tubs and buckets. And made 2 wooden beds last year. I made mine out of pallet wood. And they're all falling apart now after about 3 years of it. Tomatoes, spuds, pumpkins, corn. Pumpkins and corn. A lot of people around this corn. Everyone's like saying, I'm putting out my corn. I'm like, what? What corn? There are obviously new varieties that can withstand the cooler weather here, I assume. That's what's going on. Colleen. Ah, cool. Yeah. So am I calling you Colleen or Kaylin? I thought you were an American called Kaylin. Maybe you're an American in Tipperary. Strawberries, grapes, blueberries, blackberries, cabbage, cauliflower. Oh my goodness. You've got a lot more going than I do anyway. Fair play to you. And do you have a channel? Colleen, it is. I'll subscribe to your channel. You should put up something so I can see you. I'm already intrigued. I think I'm right here at my handful of tomatoes and a few peas and about 15 potato plants. No channel. Sounds like more than a bit missus. Although that's what I say to people as well. I've grown a few things and then I list off about 25 different things. The other person's there. Oh, look at the time. I have a bus to catch. I'm like, hang on, do you ever hear of Kamatsuna? It's a Japanese spinach. Bye. Oh my goodness. She's falling over. Yeah, that last couple of years trying to make my own compost. Yeah. Cool. I've been doing it for 17 years and I still haven't a clue what I'm doing. It's just a bit of crack, really, you know. There's more important things, unfortunately. Important because of the importance. Yeah. They're not that important, but unfortunately, they are. You know what I'm trying to say? These canes are all mouldy. So I was out here giving them a good old stroking the other day with some vinegar. It seemed to help, but I'm not 100% convinced. But then, why would I be? Look at that, oh my god. Really get a grip yourself. You're drunk, you're drunk. Do you see that thing falling over there? Oh, jeepers, it's finding it difficult to see that here. I'm using a guitar capo to hold my phone. I've done carrots, broccoli and sprouts as well. Slugs my worst enemy. Yeah, slugs are a pain in the backside, alright. Yeah, it's sprouts a couple of years already, and broccoli last year that went in late. I just sowed some in a previous live stream sitting out there in the window, so it's coming through now with some chard and some, what was the other thing? Kale. I have a dying kale out there I need to put somewhere as well. Yeah, you've got a lot going on. Carrots, yeah, I had a real issue with carrots last year. It wasn't carrot fly though. I used canes to stake them too. What about cucumbers? Do you grow cucumbers? You said, do you grow courgettes? You said courgettes, did you? I didn't see courgette now, to be fair. I saw grapes and blueberries and pumpkins and blackberries and oh my goodness. No, I try and go easy on the fruit. I love a bit of rhubarb, and rodents don't like rhubarb, so that's good for me. I had an issue with rodents coming from the neighbour's garden last year. It just emphasises the point that you're sort of part of the environment and not removed from it, which I'm well aware of, but when rats come in and start eating 90% of your carrot crop, it really hits home hard. And you keep your places tidy and there's whatever neat and tidy and free of places for them to scurry, but you can't control the world around you, unfortunately. Those neighbours have moved out though. Somebody's new there. They seem to be spending more time working indoors than outside though, so they'll probably get a nasty surprise. Unless they're tuned into this live stream. Hello neighbour. Imagine that one of the 8 people tuned in as my next door neighbour. Yeah, I've only one plant. I had 2 plants and one just perished. And then the one that I have now has been moved because it was in the front and the neighbours' cats kept coming in and pooing all over it, and sort of, when cats poo, they sort of dig up around it and sort of basically digging up the crown as it was overwintering, and I just had enough of it, so I dug it out, but it kind of, if the roots had found its way into the pallet wood that was the bed that was in bed, and I kind of broke the bed and ripped a good heap of the roots out, so I put it there between 2 strawberry plants, and it was struggling, didn't do anything for a while, and in the meantime 2 voluntary sunflower plants and 2 voluntary mustard came up flanking it as well, and now it's starting to regrow again, so as I've got a few strawberries. I've only got like 5 strawberry plants, it's not a farm over here. And the rats, they like underripe strawberries. Just a little tip for you. They'll also steal your potatoes and hide them away. It can be moved to us. Still cucumbers. I have rhubarb too. Cats are a nightmare. With my rhubarb in canvas tote bags, I can move around. Cool, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, certainly that's one way to keep it, clear of the cats. Oh, that's just, yeah, I had chip bark on the pats in the front as well, and they're just coming in pooing all over, and so I took all that out, got rid of it at great expense ultimately, and then put down twigs and branches like a forest floor situation where they might find it more difficult to sort of, but no, they've found it more difficult, but they're still pooing all over the place. It's a nightmare. I have tacky plastic things around my beds here so they won't jump in. I hate them. It just looks crap. Do you have any onions or garlic or leeks, scallions, chives, allium family? And if so, any issues with allium leaf miner this year? It's the first time I've ever experienced it, and a lot of UK gardeners are complaining quite a lot this year about it, more so than I've seen in previous years. So, and I've never seen it before. Right? a very small crop of onions, um, but they're all gone now anyway. Well, they're still there, but they're curled up and dying, and probably infested with all sorts of, I don't know, what would they be? Pupae or maggots or wherever they are. It's extra protein. Get it into you. Garlic, no issues. Yeah, mine brooms, which is brooming, probably due to the fluctuating temperatures. So that's all split now and grown like that. I harvested some scapes. I'll be short of that probably later. I need to go in and cook them up. Probably just a simple stir fry. I've little baby corns and peas there, and got mustards. And I might take out some rocket as well. I know it's a bit of a strange thing, and radish. Also a strange thing to put in a stir fry. If they're there, that's what I'll put in it. I ain't making a salad for my dinner. Not that I'm adverse to that. I think it's enough for something moderately warm with a hint of chili, some sesame oil, soy sauce, honey, maybe some Chinese 5. You see how the tastes are at the time. Garnish with some sesame seed and some chive flowers. They've been staring at me there the past few days saying, use me as garnish before we fade away. But the bees have been enjoying them quite a bit. Have you tried peppers and chilies? Yeah, I have. There's a chili there. But I'm like 2 weeks behind on everything. I'm about a month behind on these. These should have been started in February, as you can see. It's tiny, but it's pushing out. And I'd say by the end of the year, or like the growing season, the end of the summer, I might have something. And then I can overwinter them. I overwintered some over the past 4 years, but they died this year. The very year that I made a video about them. Here's how I overwinter my chilies. But I'm relatively new to it, like, so. To chilies, that is. And I tried peppers, bell peppers, the past, was it last year and the previous year? Because my neighbour, who's passed away, rest in peace, he got some free bell pepper seeds and he gave them to me. And I don't know if I didn't give them enough water or what, but they never turned into bells. They were just basically giant chilies, and they were hot as hell as well. So it was kind of interesting. I still have some of them dried in there. So, yeah, and that was a basket of fire, the chilies, the actual chilies I grew the past 4 years. And this one is one called Canin. And I have a bunch of them, and they're all the same variety because they were like €5 for a packet of seeds. And I'm not out here trying to go bankrupt over buying vegetable seeds. So, yeah, they just need a lot of heat, but you see, I was restricted with my windowsills, even though I made extra windowsills. And so I just said, feck it, and I put them outside. And they kind of got a little bit of a shock, I think, and so they've been struggling ever since. But a lot of them are picking up, kind of, you know. So if I don't have anything this year, I'll be able to overwinter them, at least some of them, hopefully, without any issue. They're kind of scattered all about the place in different sized pots, and they're not really doing much, to be honest. My windowsills are clear now though, so I could bring them back in, which means they'll be warm, but they won't have as much light. I mean, my windowsills are over there. The sun rises over here and then just kind of disappears, you know. Whereas when they're in here, they get the sun kind of going into the evening as well. But then at night time they're obviously colder, so. I grow lettuce too, salad leaves. Yes, they grow. Yeah, cut and come again. Those bad boys over there. Look, we'll pop outside for a moment. Carrot. some chrysanthemum. Oh, there's more lettuce struggling away there. There's a random bracket for some reason. These are all mostly corianders and stuff. Dill, fennel. They're all volunteers. Tomatoes, marigolds, some radish. I'll take them out actually and put them into my stir fry. As you do. More rocket than initially. Radish, because it was radish here. Sorry. Carrots. Beef. Courgette with a weird stem. Potatoes. The brooming garlic. More raka. Loves the raka. Cabbage. Summer cabbage. Primo is the variety. More lettuce in there. Leeks behind that as well. But I don't have that much space, so it's all crammed in. Carrots floating. Strawberries. Strawberry plant that just appeared. I just left it, like I keep standing on it. It's coming back, I'm so happy about that. The aforementioned volunteer sunflowers and volunteer mustards. Just that caterpillar over there. Yeah, I'm gonna eat some of that as well tonight. There's a volunteer dill or something there. They're all just crammed in there. You go now there, I saw this morning. Yeah, look, that's basically ready to eat, isn't it, lads? Isn't it? It's good enough. It's good enough for me. Taking that off will probably help send a bit of energy to these ones anyway. Oh, dessert. One strawberry. Oh. I don't want to get copyright struck here. No idea what that music is. That's crazy anyway. That's like some crazy stuff. Which one is that? The rhubarb or the strawberry? Peas are finally doing something. A lot of weeds in there too. I could have sworn I came out and weeded this area earlier. I missed a bunch. Anyway. It's really packed in there. This kale is gonna shade out those tomatoes. How I'm gonna actually pinch them out now, because I have these here to support the peas. I've no idea. And that's look, a chili I just put out randomly. It's gonna die. That's not looking the May West either. It needs support clearly, but it's all packed in there. We'll see what lives and what dies, and we might get something anyway. That's the idea. What do you think? What? Strawberry, what do you feed? What do you mean? What do I use as feed for the strawberries? Or for everything? Manure, nettle fertilizer, homemade nettle tonic, seaweed fertilizer, homemade, and then proprietary brand organic tomato fertilizers as well. But I find for strawberries, the first thing in kind of the springtime, a good dressing and manure around them really brings them back to life. But you seem to know more than I do at this stage of the game. You've obviously dedicated a lot of time and energy to it yourself. So. Yeah, I stopped using bloodfish and bone meal because of the rat situation last year. I thought that probably not helping matters, so I've just doubled up on the manure basically. Unfortunately, I can't get it from an actual farmyard, even though I'm pretty close to the farmyards. But I'm striking up a relationship with some farmer. Probably try and charge me more than what they charge in the DIY garden centres and all. So anyway, I need to do another one of these anyway. And has the taste you love. Food gets better. Why isn't that backwards? I thought it filmed backwards. That's only in this direction. Troll the beach for seaweed. Yeah. I have a video about it. Using seaweed in the garden. Oh, jeepers, didn't notice all that canes falling apart. Oh. Well, if you don't know, now you know, Cracker. Now, all to be banned from YouTube from saying Cracker. Mayo buckets from Central. Well, I'm a chef, so I get them from work most of the time. But I commute by bicycle, so you can imagine me mayonnaise buckets hanging off my handlebars. There's that weirdo with his mayonnaise buckets again. Look at him. What is he doing with all those mayonnaise buckets? Is he eating that much mayonnaise? Takes your love. Food gets better when you grow it in a mayo bucket. Mayonnaise. Yes, food loves. Copyright strike. That tune. Copyright. Oh my god. I haven't been giving them that much time. As well as the full-time job, I also manage a chronic illness, so it's sort of not top of my priorities. And with the working and all the rest of it, I'll be stressed out and whatever enough, so I'm not coming out here to be stressed out, you know. So whatever will be out here will be. Although if rats come about again, that's give me slows any day of the week. Aphids, cabbage whites, leaf miner's a new one, but some people say, you know, fine mesh netting, and others people say fine mesh netting's not going to work with the allium leaf miner. All I know is, apart from that I don't know nothing, is they've ruined my onions for this year anyway. There's a bunch of people on YouTube talking about allium leaf miner. Anyway, onions aren't looking healthy. Like that there, literally. Like that. Curling eye. Leaf miner, how I ever got on the stairs. The caterpillars plague me. Yeah. I left the net off my cabbages last night just to give them a bit of air, and you know, I hate nets and everything. So I did that, and of course this morning I came out, the first thing I saw was this, only the second one I've seen of the year, cabbage white butterfly. So I can imagine the cabbages now have wee holes appearing in them at some point. The ones in front I didn't have covered, and they're being afflicted with mealy cabbage aphids. And yesterday it started lashing rain, and I looked out and I was like, grand, they could do with that bit of rain. And just as I looked out, a fucking pigeon flew away from them. I'd been picking away at the fucking leaves. So they need to be covered anyway, definitely. So, as I was saying in my Allium's Hate Me Part 2 video about the leaf miner, it'd be like I'm growing nets basically next year. Everything with fucking nets on it, and it's like part of the reason why I like growing things is I find vegetables mixed with flowers and sort of interplanting all this stuff kind of aesthetically pleasing. So to just be throwing nets over everything, it's like, geez, what's the point? Like I'm not an actual farmer at the end of the day, you know. If I was, I'd be like grand nets over everything, whatever it takes to get the crap out. And, you know, keep the wheels turning. But just living and learning, that's it. I said I've been doing it for 17 years, but I've never really got so into it that like the magic is lost. So there's always more to learn, and that's why I love it. That's one of the reasons. That's just a nice way to spend time, though, isn't it? And yeah, sometimes I say I'll come out and do like 10 minutes of weeding. I'm there for like an hour and a half, staring at insects. I was dying this morning like nobody's business. That's still struggling though. It's by no means the healthiest specimen. That's not gonna help you, is it? Your roots getting stabbed like that. Are you stabbing me, roots? Are you stabbing me, bleeding roots? He is. I'm not gonna tie it in, right? Just leave it like that, see how she goes. I still have a cucumber there that needs to do something with. A little trio of oriental greens. The final cucumber. The final cucumber. What? Hey, now you get on. What's he doing? There are some caterpillars back here. Hey, you're gone now, Canin. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Take care. It's long before. Maybe another bottle, let's be real. Oh, baby, come on. For that. This. That kind of situation. You don't really want to go around the day, you just want to crawl with it. You want to crawl with a climbing situation. You're going for. I think I'll just have to reinforce you there. In the middle. Clearly. That is quite clear. There won't be anything more going on. I checked the old battery. An hour and 20 minutes to stream. 45% on the battery. Oh, I'm falling over. You're drunk. You're drunk. No, I'm not. I don't drink. If you can get drunk in failure, maybe that's what it is. Doesn't he? If you can get drunk in success, drunk in power, drunk in failure, you just get depressed. No? No viewers, 4 likes. That's okay. That's alright. Well, I knocked off a flower. Potential. Or is that a male? These are all female. I think no female can get males, alright? But then it's like sort of what's the point in calling it a female? That's a good point there, my friend. That's a good point. That's a nice comment. Well, I don't think it's true. I don't have enough space, enough growing space. I never have enough. I'm not sure if I had any more, I'd really be under pressure. Bum 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 Caning my cucumber and tomatoes. I think that's a tomato as well. Sure looks like it. It sure does. So I have to do this as well, don't we? So there was actually 2 more. Now there's 1 more. And this is it. People here reading the comments. How you doing, people? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Dublin, Ireland, growing vegetables in the back garden and the front garden. And remember, if you don't subscribe, I'll haunt your dreams. if you do subscribe, I'll hunt your nightmares. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm gonna haunt you. I'm gonna haunt you. Ooh. Any comments in the comment section? Who's a chatting? Who's a chatting? Sorry, I call. Oh, don't be sorry. It's fine. I'll be finishing up here soon. I put more in the title. I'd like Canin my cubes and tomatoes or whatever. And more. I should have put maybe more. I don't think I'll be doing anything more until tomorrow morning. Bright and early. I was up bright and early today and I didn't come out here. Then when I finally came out, it started raining. And I made a video of earthing up my potatoes, which I should be up in the next period of time. This is the last one anyway. I think it's the command. Again, there's just loads of those. Out of fear of failure. And I sowed pretty much all of them as well. So I need to stop doing that. So if they turn out to be pretty good, save some, plant some next year, maybe get some other ones, have a bit more of a variety. The ones that I got from Amazon this year were a complete failure. Germination rate was terrible. One of the deliveries just got lost. They're still, when I go onto the website, they're still saying, "Oh, your delivery could still arrive." Yeah, could it? Well, it's a bit late anyway. Like, you know, for sowing tomato seeds in this part of the world, anyway. You're struggling a bit there, but you'll be alright, won't you? And if not, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more of the same variety, and even more of them there in smaller pots. I got an ultraviolet torch which apparently will make caterpillars glow in the dark. The promise being you can then pick them off when they come out at night. Yeah, I just sometimes come out at night with a hat that has a torch on it, like a miner, leaf miner. But no, slug and slug miner, really. It's the midnight slug hunt as it goes. But I don't really have that much of an issue with caterpillars because I use nets on my cabbages, except for the ones in front. I don't know if you were on your call when I was saying it, but I left the ones in the front uncovered, and there's mealy cabbage aphids on it now. I came out this morning and saw my second cabbage white after leaving the nets off the ones out the back just for one night. So we can expect to see bite holes in those. And also it started raining yesterday and I looked out and I thought those cabbages in the front would benefit greatly from that rain. That's excellent, grand. And then as I said that to myself, a pigeon flew away from them. So cabbage white, butterflies, mealy cabbage aphids, pigeons. I was saying I hate nets now with the leaf miners. I need to put fine mesh netting over the onions and leeks and all the rest. And that's not guaranteed. So you just look out and there'll be just nets everywhere. That's not what I want. What are you growing? Nets, is it? Growing a few nets? I wish I knew if that was a money maker or not. Look at the side shoots out down the road here. Take it out, put it outside, I suppose, let it grow there. And that way, you know, have a bit more space. Um, I'm wrecked. I need to go in and get some food and a cup of tea. It's too hot for people built like me. Here you go. Go from maths, to be honest, I really my cabbage spreads, etc. Yeah. I do see a few different kind of moths flying away from the cabbages and flying around them and all, normally in the evening and in the morning. And I kind of wonder, I'm not entirely sure what to be looking out for, but there was a caterpillar that was like black and yellow. It was a real striking one. I think it came from a moth. Cheeky beggars. Sure, every time I come out, my nets are like, I use old dust sheets from building sites, which I got morally and legally. That's true. I asked some assume green lad one day when they were tidying. I was like, "What are you doing with them? Do you throw them out?" Sort of leading the question a bit. And he's like, yeah. I was like, "I'll take them off you. Save you filling your skip up." He was like, "Grand, there you go." Sound. There's a few of them, so they're being attacked by something in there. And nothing got near that lettuce, which kind of makes me think, should I be eating it? They sort of just walk over that to get to the cabbage. And even the rocket, they're nibbling away in the rocket as well. Bad time. Don't know what that is, but there it is. I'll be editing that video tonight. Like that. So deep. Be roots coming out here soon. That's alright. That's alright. Right, I was going to do something with the turnips that I was trying to save yesterday. That was the plan with the stream yesterday, was to do something with the turnips. Where are they? Here. The honey turnips I have. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. I think that might be 1, 2, or a weed, whatever it is. So I was going to plant them out into some spot, but I might just leave it for the morning. It's getting too late now. Earwigs, effectors too, and woodlice. Oh, this place with the untreated pallet wood, chip bark everywhere. Look, watch. Come on now, lads, don't let me down. Don't make me look like a liar. When I was setting up this garden at first, taking out the lawn, there's little baby ones there. I'd never seen so much woodlice in my life. And they all started heading towards the house. I was like, oh no. I'm gonna be overtaken by squatting woodlice. You see all this wood and they're just everywhere. They're in the cracks in here. They're in there, they're all in there. Here's the best way to show actually just how many there is. Take a little piece of wood chip or chip bark or whatever you're calling it. Jeez, they're all bleeding hiding now, I can tell you. Maybe just a bit of rain, was it? And chicken shits. Alex's. Anyway, well, I'm here to do a bit of weeding. That's not a weed, it's a pea plant. That's also a pea plant, but it's not going to do that, is it? No. Ooh, nice. Shift that back in there. Alright. fading. I'm gonna cut them away, cut them back, and plant it out somewhere and use that for something. My thyme hedgehog. That's just, I don't use that. That's just volunteer. Same with that. Volunteer. Self-heal. It's growing everywhere. It's just taking over. I leave some of it, but like, it's insane. Another volunteer. Volunteer gardener here. Almond cabbage waiting to be planted somewhere. Sunflower. Some courgettes. So. I'm smelling mint or something. I didn't touch any mint there. No. Let's have a look at the bees before we go. Turnips never grew. Tried them a few times. It's one of the first things that I ever tried. Carrots and turnips are literally the first thing that I ever tried to grow, like 18 years ago or whatever it was. And I had no clue what I was doing. Really, really an idiot. Like, I just put the seeds in like rock hard clay soil. Like, yeah, that will grow. The strongest carrots ever to get through that. Sage and bees. So what happened last year, actually, I grew 2 varieties. Well, I actually grew 3 varieties, but for the point of this story, I grew one called Limona, which is like a yellow one. I believe it's that one that we just looked at. Another one called Zephyr, which is kind of yellowy green with a green sort of base on it. And they were grown in this kind of small garden, so they're like right there. I've got one here and one here, so they're generally quite close. And I think they cross-pollinated. And I didn't have any of the Zephyr. They were all yellow, Limona ones basically. So no, these guys do all the pollination around here. That's why I leave the old broccoli graveyard here, as I was saying in my last stream. They still flower up till the end, and the bees can still be invited in, you know, sort of. And they love these. They absolutely love them, and so do I. I'd be fighting the bees for them. They're glorious. Yo, bee. Yo, bee. No, I've never hand pollinated anything. So, I hope the insects will do it for me. Found one over there as well. What do you think? Grumpy. This osteosperm was got a bleeding mantle of sticks hiding underneath to try and prop it up. It's just gone insane. But like, I kind of just want to leave it, like, you know. This is whatever, you do your own thing. So, neighbours are doing a bit of woodwork. Yeah, squash. I used to collect a lot more seed than I do now, but a lot of the tomatoes and courgettes, chilies, they're all F1 varieties, so they're not going to come through to the parent plant. So I've saved some kale as well, though, despite being F1. They kind of worked out okay. And I've kind of stopped saving rocket because I'll just throw it around the place. The same with dill. I just kind of throw it around, and you see the result of that. The coriander, which I probably sowed here sometime last year, coming up like a year late in random spots around the place. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. And there's a bunch of them here. I put a row of multi-sown beetroot, and coming up through there is dill, scallions, coriander. So yeah, I won't be getting any very much beetroot, but I'll certainly be getting tiny little scallions and whatnot. So peas, which are struggling a little bit to find their way onto that, but they'll get there hopefully. They were very late sowing, as it all was. They were an emergency sowing. They're from my troubleshooting inconsistent pea germination video, or poking for peas for short. I seem to be tagging that tomato there a little bit as well. Lads, look, I didn't go to all that trouble putting that beautiful artwork up there for you to be clinging onto that fucking tomato. Yeah, I've never grown pumpkins or anything like that anyway, so I don't think I'll have the space, to be honest with you, What I could do though, and I said I'd do this year, last year, if you know what I mean, is grow potatoes in stacking containers, ones that I make myself, but obviously I never got around to that, and there they are in the ground again. But if I could free up that spot there where the potatoes are grown, um, that's quite a big spot, I could. It's the darkest, dampest area in this garden, so it's fine for potatoes in the summer when the sun gets quite high in the sky. But anything else will probably struggle. Anything sun-loving anyway would struggle a bit over there. Right on the end here, maybe not, but over in the corner, even the potatoes there are struggling. Sure. This is where they get the most light, and that's where they get the least light. And it shows, so just random crap. Keeping the place nice and tidy there. Had no issues yet. That's where they're coming in. You see, I've got spuds in a bucket from the video I recorded today as well. That'll be going up on the channel soon. Along with my terrible presentation style and crap editing. But look, it's a vlog. I'm gonna these little feckers die. It's just every time I come out here, I'm squishing them on the fennel, on the new growth. Particularly, I thought I wasn't gonna make it this year, to be honest. But it's come through. Okay. Considering the state it was in, really, I thought it was on its last legs. Dahlia going up there from 2 years ago, I think I planted that. And somehow survived. There should be another 2 coming up there as well, but maybe they went down a little late. Well, they did, everything did, but we'll see. We shall see. Oh, getting a bit peckish there now. There's my recording setup. Capodastra for the guitar. An upturned strip saucer thingy. And an old crappy little cheap greenhouse thing. Fun times. Right, anyway. I'm done caning my cucumber and tomatoes. So yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, people. There's 3 is watching. There's 4 likes. Not all of you 3 people have liked this though, so if you haven't hit the like, you're all gone now, so never mind. Anyway, yeah, cheers for stopping by. I'm gonna put up a short of me harvesting and maybe even cooking up some of these garlic scapes. That's probably the biggest one. I missed that at the end. The great scape. Anyway, yeah. Alright, we're done for today. I'll be back bright and early tomorrow. I know I've said that a couple of times now, and it's been nothing but lies. I'm a complete Lion motherfucker. But anyway, um, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I will actually see you early in the morning, uh, GMT about, let's say, 7 or so, and we'll have a chat and a bit of live gardening then. But in the meantime, thanks for stopping by for the live stream. If you have been here, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and follow me and my failures and my exploits, and I'll catch us all next time. Take care. Sloan. Sloan, 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 Sloan.